Here's what Jesus said on the cross that kind of hits deep. Like he's up there, suffering, dying, and he says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Now, if you've ever been through something real painful or felt like you were all alone, this line might sound way too familiar. But coming from Jesus, the Son of God, that line just makes you stop and think, wait, what's going on here? Why would Jesus, of all people, say that? Let's dive into that for a few minutes. I got just 2 Bible verses for you, but they say a lot. All right, first verse is Matthew 27, verse 46. It says, "In about the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani?" That is to say, my God, why have you forsaken me?" So let's set the scene. Jesus is on the cross. It's around 3 p.m. He's been beaten, mocked, nailed up there. And now he's crying out loud. And this isn't a whisper. It says he cried out with a loud voice. Like he shouted this. Now, why would he say that? People hear it and think, yeah, did God the Father actually leave Jesus? Did Jesus feel abandoned? Yeah, he did. Not because God stopped loving him, but because in that moment, Jesus was carrying every sin. Yours, mine, the world's. All that darkness was on him. And sin separates. It cuts us off from God's presence. Jesus had never been separated from the Father before. Never, ever. But in that moment, he felt it. That's deep, man. He took on the separation so we don't have to. Now check this out. That line Jesus said, it wasn't random. He wasn't just saying something out of nowhere. He was actually quoting a psalm, a super old song written by King David. Let's read it. This is Psalm 22, verse 1. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me, so far from my cries of anguish? Sound familiar? Exactly what Jesus said. Now, why would he quote this? Because he wanted people to look it up. Back then, everybody standing around the cross, they knew the Psalms. So when Jesus quoted the first line, it was like he was pointing them to the whole chapter. And man, if you read the rest of Psalm 22, it's wild. It talks about his hands and feet being pierced. It talks about people mocking him, casting lots for his clothes, stuff that was literally happening while he was on the cross. So Jesus was doing 2 things at once. 1, he was expressing real pain. 2, he was showing everybody, hey, this was all written down 1,000 years ago. I'm fulfilling it right now. But yeah, here's where it gets personal. Have you ever felt like God dipped on you? Like you prayed and nothing happened? Or like you're going through something intense and it's quiet, real quiet? That's kind of what Jesus was feeling.